integrating the matter. And we note that after the first locus hearing yesterday, Mr. Kamara engaged in quite a few social media comments with pictures of the bill and with your permission I just read some. The first one reads, "Raise ipsa loquitur." The thing speaks for itself. Greetings from the $4.9 million selling chancery in New York. And the other one, the other one is this. It says, "I have visited New York 8 times in the past, and a friend of mine once told me that the rats in New York don't have a cat. I doubt it today. I came with the Judgement on the first visit. One rat almost kidnapped me in the $4.9 million chancery bill in New York. That's how big it was. Now, I want the trial to be fast. They are too much here a lot. I do note that you did say yesterday that you don't listen to outside noises because this is you and you alone that will be determine what is before you and which you home. And that we expect. But this is not a normal trial. More so when we are getting close to elections. One of the defendants, the fourth, Dr.Samura, I am one of the defense counsel, has this reputation to protect. And my lord, there were innuendos in those comments. This is 4.9 million men. You know that much. You don't need to say much. At this point in time, his reputation is what sells him. Those comments are not only prejudicial in our opinion, but injurious to his reputation as a politician and a flag bearer. And I believe that Mr. President is bringing extremely Mr. President. No, you are not the court. Let us hear what you are saying.
Well, he's bringing material that is not relevant to the proceedings.
Thank you. Let us hear what. So, my lord, and I also believe that it is quite contentious of the court's order not to make public comments. My lord, where we have today is a court. And the matters he was speaking about relates to facts related to this matter. And my lord, the position he occupies carries authority. Whatever he says sways people, and it is unclear and independent. And secondly, my lord, the penultimate sentence says, now I want the trial to move faster. I say bold that it is the demands of justice that will determine how fast or how slow this matter goes, not what any individual wants. My lord, Francis Benkai, found that this took almost a year to investigate this matter, and it took another 14 months to present their case. 18 witnesses. He has no place to come and tell us how fast he wants this matter. Why did he not go fast when he was prosecuted? We wait to see whether our client will be unduly pushed. Unduly pushed. Are you prejudicing? No. What I'm saying is,
he's even doubting the ability.
No. I am not doubting. No. You spoke. You said Now I want this trial to move faster.
My wish.
It is the judge. It is the judge's space.
The issue, yes, madam, you have the comments made by the so that is the issue.
It is the issue.
All of the comments that you've mentioned.
Including the last one.
Lord Philip, Lord, may I make a rejoinder to what Mr. Collier said with regard
She needs to unmute.
Lord, we have our witnesses, as you have ruled, that we have a case to answer. And for him to say, now I want the trial to go very fast, my Lord, we're saying he is interfering with the administration of justice by that comment, my Lord, and it should not come from his mouth. Lord, that's all we want to say for now.
you have anything to say about that?
Well, my Lord, we'll leave it in your hands. Just this matter is sub judice. In other words, the court is fully seized of it. And we as practitioners of the law should observe the ethics and etiquette of the profession and the fact that we are guided by the principles of procedures. So we should set the pace. We should not say anything adverse about the proceedings. So I will the outcome of proceedings and the government of proceedings. We'll leave it in your hands. We leave in your hands. So, yes, mostly, I find the position of my learned friend and my colleague out of place. One section 7 of the Anti-Corruption Act is the mandate of the Anti-Corruption Commission. One of them, which is quite aware of because he was commissioner, is that we are supposed to rally the support of the public in our work and recruit them. It's a clear mandate in section 7 of the Anti-Corruption Act, and I, as commissioner, is given primary responsibility of carrying out that mandate. Therefore, when I came to New York, I came with the mandate of a prosecutor, a prevention officer, a public education officer, and an investigator. For Mr. Macaulay, who was an anti-corruption commissioner, and here to question, simply saying, res ipsa locutor, here we are in New York, in a post, and he's now calling that I am making adverse comments about the case. My Lord, that is totally out of place. How can you simply say we are in New York and therefore you are making? It would have been different had I said that this building that is cost 4.9 million, for which we have come to New York because Mr. Macaulay's client who stole the money. But I never said that. I merely said greetings from New York. Therefore, my Lord, considering the totality of the work that we do at the Anti-Corruption Commission, it is quite complex for us to bring the public along as we do our work. And I said nothing adverse, nothing. So now make reference to what Mr. Abigail was talking about, saying I want the trial to proceed fast. Yes, that is what we want at the Anti-Corruption Commission. And we are even now, even here, submitting to the court, my Lord. We are inviting you, with all due respect, to proceed and conclude this trial as soon as possible. It has nothing to interfere with your court and case management powers, which really you can decide how the case proceeds. But Mr. Macaulay cannot say, I, Francis Benkafala, as Anti-Corruption Commissioner, will not be I cannot request that trials should take place. And that is my request. I am insisting, and I am saying it now, that we at the Anti-Corruption Commission wish this trial to proceed as fast as possible. conclusion, nothing out of place. We have said nothing out of place. In fact, we have said no adverse comment on this case. That is my comment. No, let's not talk.
You cited an authority. We want to complain on that.
Last time I checked, you are not deputy judge.
I will have the right to
Let's have a ruling.
You know that.
In the interest of time, let's have a ruling.
That is the issue. Gentlemen, let's remember, first and foremost, that you're being viewed by the public. Right? You are legal practitioners. You all have a duty to the code of conduct. Let's respect that. Yesterday, issues were raised, and I was very clear when I said, in respect of concerns about prejudicial effect of comments being made and otherwise, I was very clear. And I say it again, that I do not pay attention to the trash that's been sent outside. I do not listen to the nonsense that's been said outside. I misbehaves like what we got outside. I focus myself solely on the evidence that is before the court. And let me remind you as well, counsel, that in as much as you all have duties to your client, I have an overarching duty, that is to give a fair trial to all of the accused persons before the court. That is my duty, and that is the oath I'm sworn to, and nothing will let me change that. No matter what they say there or say over there, I will give a fair trial. I think I've said that before in court, and I've assured all accused persons that they will get a fair trial. And I think the manner in which the trial has proceeded so far shows just that I've held the balance to make sure that nobody has an unfair advantage. That said, let us bear in mind what we say, because since the start of this trial, we've been inundated with comments being made here and there. It has become a free-for-all. But what I want to do is to say to all of you counsel, let us make sure that we maintain, one, the decorum of the profession.
Indeed.
And bear in mind that we are not like those outside.
Absolutely.
We're not the same, we're different from them. That's why we are married people, we go to university for years. We have years, everybody here, I don't think there's anybody here that's less than 10 years in practice. So we're all senior people.
When the commissioner is more than
Yes, sir. So let us just ignore, let us just ignore
still my junior.
what is happening. Because look, let me again say this. All counsel here owe a duty to focus on the evidence.
Indeed.
Because if you don't focus on the evidence, you leave gaps. You only have yourselves to blame. Let us ignore the banter outside. Let us ignore the comments outside and focus on why we're here, which is to make sure we have a proper viewing of this building, and then we determine how to proceed when we leave and get back to it out. That said, let us be mindful about what we say. Because at the end of the day, we have people who are listening and watching actions that counsel generally carry out, and then they use that as gospel to misbehave. And at the end of it all, we do not want our profession to delegate into what we see outside. So let's be mindful of that. You're all professionals here, very senior people. Let us be above board. Let's be above what is happening outside. So what has been said so far, I bear it in mind. I don't think I need to give a ruling on it, because it's an issue which I think everybody here knows that they have a duty to maintain the rule of our profession. That said, we rest assured that I am not listening to what is said. I focus on the evidence. I think all the rulings I've given so far have been based upon the law and the evidence, and I will continue to do that. All right? So, yes.
I believe whatever good You hold many.
My lord, Mr. Kaifala be actually doing this. He has to know that God for holding to higher standard than the normal.
We have not made any comment. That's all I want to say. Okay.
He is part of the prosecution.
I bear it in mind.
Look at this. He is part of the prosecution, Mr. Matsebu.
Can we listen, gentlemen? Can we let's focus on what is important? All of it is not just anyway. Let's focus on what we should be doing.
Yes, I got inquired about the attendance of court accused, Dr.Samura. I indicated at the end of the film, I will tell you why I wasn't present. And today again is required. And I think he is absent and it is represented by counsel. And this is in compliance with the orders. Since the defendant is unable to attend, that defendant must be represented. And that is due to some confidential considerations, is unable to attend, but is ably represented by himself and my colleague, Mr. Suri, CC, and Mr. Leonard.
All right. Because I've been inquiring about accused persons that are supposed to be same. The second is now Mr. Naru is here. The fifth accused is not here. The fourth accused is also not here. Mr. Wilson is quite advanced. What I would consider to be comments and not reasons as to why this client is not here. So let me hear what you just said.
Absence of and those being so we struggle to hear you say taking new forms. Any issues. We are going to I'm sure I will take it.
Now, some rules in relation to the three persons. For the three clearly did not say that accused persons can absent themselves simply because they have the lawyers here. When we talk about those who are unable to perform, second, due to financial reasons, it's very clear that it did not make true. So the other accused persons, the court here orders that those who are not here got to be with us subsequently. Suffice to say, order 3 was very clear. Those who are unable, not unwilling, or for whatever reason, I'll leave that because the reality is the prosecution have an issue.
Which
I just want to point out another part of the order which says that the human defense. So it's not only
unable. But at the time, yes, the client, no, I've not received any report prior or after making this order. Because if it was declining to the first division, then there would have been no reason for you to come to me.
At that time,
but now there's no consideration that says it's declining to attend. But again, as I said, it's an issue in doing something.
I don't present the third accused before we departed for New York. I inquired the registrar of the court because I noticed that he was not where he did not pick up any check. So I called Mr. Kano to say, why is it that Mr. Bakumba, they have not checked for ticket for Mr. Bakumba? So he explained to me that during the first application, they were not given visas. So they asked everybody to go take their visas, but their passport, and Mr. Bakoba was unable to pick up his passport. So I called him. What he told me was, Mr. Giver, I could not apply for the second time because I had the 2 million euros to pay the visa fee. By then, it was the need for me to depart. So I got to understand that he wouldn't be here because he had 2 million euros to pay for his visa fee. Hence, he did not submit his passport to the visa. So if he's not here because he was not given a visa or he did not pay for the visa. That's why he would have lost to be here. That's why I did everything.
Hey, just a second. You know, say for subscribe now free. Plenty people already watch here. They know they subscribe because someone if say for subscribe, they need for pay money. If you not be known for no say for subscribe now free. But why for subscribe? If for subscribe for 3 main reasons. Number one, you go be the first person we go know whenever we come on live. Number two, you go be the first person we go know whenever we upload new video. And number three, you go be the first person for comments, like or share. And the last one for support we, so we go bring kind of content here regularly to you. So you see how it beneficial to you. So if you don't subscribe it, what you do it? I for subscribe to TPP Leo now. And before I forget, not forget for click the notification bell so you go get all the notification. Bam.
Nothing from the state panel whatsoever. I'd like to be on record.
In our case, we are partially funded into a year. When this process to go on, we are more interested in the national body. Precisely. We are partially funded, but we are here.
I think we will look and make it that we will look into
we are here, Mr. Gideon.
all right. What we'll do is we'll look into the previous orders and as to those who submitted their details that are needed to be funded, we'll look into those and if there's any funding in that, so then we'll have to deal with it.
We make no claims for reimbursement whatsoever, my lord.
So, all right. That's fine. Now, Mr. Kofana. I just say that in the interest of a fair trial, let me just bring to your attention, just in case, but just to comply with my rules, that I recall yesterday that Mr. Alu said he was going to be making comments as to, in other words, as we go along the building, he's going to be saying certain things. I just want to bring to your attention that there are two options here. He can simply point out what he needs to point out without taking the oath. But if he's going to testify, as in testifying now, he's going to be in line with having regard to his earlier indications in court that he wants to testify on both that might raise issues of previous consistent or inconsistent statements. So I just want to bring that to your attention. If he wants to just simply walk us through, that is not evidence. We'll note it down as part of the focus, but then at least he's not faced with a situation where the prosecution might raise issues of previous or inconsistent statements. So I just thought that I think I should bring that to your attention before we start, in fairness.
Absolutely. Melo, it's the former. He's going to run the court through, but that will be consistent with what happened yesterday. And in any case, we haven't opened our case, and my client is going to take the witness stand when we open our case, and we will present the evidence in the manner in which we sent to court. But for now, consistent with what happened yesterday, so that the general public out there understand what they were saying, my client will run through the court everything that is there, so they will get the background. Then, when we open our case, as you have said, it will form part of the evidence that the court will now use to cross-examine.
And what is there? Yeah, sure.
So that we don't just come and we don't know what we are saying, and people go and make comments that are not consistent.
And I think in line with what you just said, it's very likely that Mr. Tijani has to be recalled. In fact, the law also requires that he is recalled to testify again. So I hope the prosecution will be able to. But we are a bit unfair as to how Mr. Samura will do. Well, this comes for him to come and start explaining what he did. This is it's either all of us are on the same page, we wait to go to court, and he now testifies with reference to what has been seen here, or he testifies of it. But then on the alternative side, Commissioner, this is old iron law or new iron law. And so my people have evidence from the fact that old iron, new iron law, that have the yeah, but is it there who argue it? It is noted down because he is in giving an indication before that is going to testify. And of course, testifying is why I think that this is why I brought it to the attention of this council that he needs to bear that in mind. So that whatever he says here is being recorded and may well be subject to previous interest of participation. And it's a matter for them what they want to do, but I just feel in terms of
over and above that, Mr. Nalo is not doing this narration in the absence. So if they have any issues with what he points out, they can put it in their cross-examination. It is just that we don't want to come here being the first accused who carries over 30 counts in this matter, and then the court comes here and then goes back without knowing what they saw. You are saying, but there's nothing attached to what you are saying. So he, as head of Chantry, that is why we are recalling Mr. Tijan. So he is here.
The problem I note with what my little friend is suggesting is that for us to cross-examine, it has to be on even on out.
Yeah.
And so what is
not necessarily the point is he will testify as he said. Which not here. That's condemnation.
Yes.
Because the choice is there, right? But all I'm saying, he's got a clear choice. And for whatever he says now, I believe he knows down the prosecution, and that can then be confronted in cross-examination. So I'm just bringing to his attention that this is what is going to happen.
So if you say what we are doing here will not be used there, because it will be a wasted effort.
He cannot possibly
What we are doing here will be
is going to have two shots.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to.
What is the option? What did Mr.
He's
Tijan
going to testify here now. No matter how you yes, also testimony.
No, Mr. Tijan did the same yesterday. That is why we are recalling him.
Mr. Tijan is a witness, and Nalo is an accused person.
Mr. Nalo is going to be a witness. We were not there, Mr. Commissioner. You were there. You were not there, Mr. Commissioner. Mr. Commissioner, leave the court. You see, I know you came here to do the other bit because you said you did not come here as a prosecutor.
Came with many hats. That's why you could not.
He came to PR mandate. So leave Matibo to do this prosecution and you do the PR mandate.
Yes.
So Mr. Nalo is ready, sir.
Another way of looking at it. Whatever Mr. Nalo has to say here might at a later stage have to be, so to speak, incorporated within his evidence as he testified. In other words, it's up to you. You might ask him, you might take an indication there. Do you incorporate them as part of
Mr. Matibo, don't worry about my case. We are going to incorporate things and you decide. One synchronization and simple.
You want to have to incorporate well.
No, don't help us.
So incorporation
So
is
that's what we
let's say along the lines, evidence being met.
They don't want Mr. Nalo.
When we went into the transit, that's the first room we were. This is what happens. Right? This is a matter for you as well to take a look in terms of the evidence that is going to give in the court. So,
and compare that?
In fairness to him, I need to caution him that there's a possibility that that might happen. And you also take that means that it's a matter for them.
No, that's just going to be answered about what you feel.
No. It won't take long. We're just going through like Mr. Tijan did yesterday. He'll say what he wants to say. Prosecution will note it down. The registrar will note it down, be in the record. And it's just taking us through that this is one of the
Mr. Nalo is ready to bear his cross, sir.
So
He's ready to bear his cross. Let us take that down. No. Mr. Nalo is ready to bear his cross. Hello, patriotic Sarah Union ready to bear his cross.
Justice that we are here for. Allow him.
Unfortunately, we are in the season of Lent and Ramadan.
Indeed.
Lent and Ramadan.
But we just have to be fair. So that's good time.
Understand?
It wouldn't take long because I'm standing. No. We all standing.
Are we
But we are lying down right to the right.
Give us direction. Talk about this is a very serious process.
Because I want to know why you have not stand at the door and alone. Okay, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yes, sir.
The floor is yours. Let's walk it through as we go along.
So, Mr. Naro, you've heard all that has been said. The essence of this visit is to, first of all, give the court an opportunity to see the building, and then, in the estimation of the learned judge, to assess based on the evidence that is available to him. Your business as head of Chancery and the person who was in charge of operations when Mr. Jules Sander Davis was doing the rehabilitation is to explain to the court what went through during that process, and as the materials unfold before us, you tell us what you know about them as we go along up to, if it is possible, the 6th floor. Tell us what you know and what is available for the court to see, whether it is by way of materials, equipment, whatever you see, we explain. You will do the rest when you are led with evidence starting from your defense. So beginning from the ground floor or the 1st floor, as we call it in the United States, tell us. We'll go to the basement and then we'll come up.
Thank you very much. I know this is work in progress. To make a put it was work in progress.
Not loud enough.
And this work was nearly completion, I would say, because when we had a series of meetings in Central, we are like 5 months away from completion. Most of the materials required to do the job, we are reported to be purchased, and some of them are here in the building. Some of them we are stored in warehouses because this building doesn't have enough room to accommodate those materials. Now, we run into, well, the contractor, not the mission, run into challenges. Firstly, with the COVID. With the outbreak of the COVID, there was a day when we woke up here in New York, we are all requested by the New York authorities to stay indoors, that nobody should move outside, that only essential services and emergency units are required to be out. They will be deployed some security around New York to make sure that nobody goes out. That lasted for like 3 months, which really prevented, I'm not talking about the contractor, but I know what happened, which prevented them from closing the elevator shaft at the time. Now,
So what do we see in here?
so here, this is the courtyard here. This is a place that was designed to have something that will reflect Sierra Leone. We are going to build something here that will have some lights that will reflect and the name Sierra Leone up here. And then we also decided to remove, there was a staircase here, right up there. We need to have 2 entrances here. One was this one down there, and then there was one right up. That one, we had that removed because we wanted to add this other entrance into the building, and then to have that thing and removed, so that this building can actually be in tandem with the other buildings around here, because they removed their own steps. These are like old archaic stuff designs, 100 years old or more, and we are cracking their series of that.
Okay. So insofar as this area is concerned, what is this?
This was going to be design. Yeah, and there was a ramp for handicaps, because there was no ramp there before. A ramp for handicaps, and then it's designed that to sort of that to have some kind of articulation that to portray the image of Sierra Leone. Now, when you take a look at the building, the wall here, they have this outside the wall, the perimeter here. You see that firstly, the window frames are already in, and the windows have been bought and waiting for installation, but the frames are in there already. Just make a frame to be there. And then this, from this floor, right onto the fourth floor, they are going to have that marble installed.
Marble on the wall.
On the facade there.
I have to show them the marble.
So there was going to be from the first floor to the fourth floor, that marble being installed on the outside. And then from the glass cutting, right front, glass cutting, right front. So there will be like two different kind of buildings. The one with marble and then the one with glass. That was the idea. So now you can see the sample of the stone there, because that was the sample of the property. We had series of stones that we discussed, but the then ambassador Kai, they ended up choosing this one. They bought different types. This is part of textbook. And then from that point, because at every stage we used to have meetings with them before they get to have
that coming for evidence. So let's look at what he's saying for now. How do you want to sort it down?
And see, give Maximo to do this work. Give Maximo to do this to do it. We are Any camera? No. Are you anti-bringing Francis around? Francis has to do the PR and you anything camera. PR Francis going them to go. PR means public relations. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now inside the township building. Show them the lift, and then when they come to explain, that is the lift. Brand new lift. Oh, you didn't see yesterday? Made in the US. Made in the US, not made in the US. This is made in the United States of America, not China.
We are told. You are told. What do you see? We are told. What are you saying? A wooden ballet. And then we had to. He's all there. Everybody.
But gentlemen, don't you believe that Maximo can simply go in here?
So,
so yes, I need us to. I want to start with the in my statement to the Anti-Corruption Commission. I did mention that this building was over 100 years old, according to what we got to learn from the contractor.
That's evidence which will give
yes. Now
let's deal with what we see.
Yes. Now turn around. You see that this building is not resting on the wall. Okay. But the contractor, in his wisdom, decided to construct the building on the steel on steel. Okay. So if at any time the walls collapse, the building will still remain intact.
Okay.
Not to have that's the steel and steel columns and steel frames.
Okay.
Steel columns and steel frames. And when I came, okay, that's the first one. Then now let's turn over there. That is the elevator. Okay. That one was the one that they bought to replace the one that they had initially bought, but that one was going to be right up to the fourth floor. Right. Then when we when the then ambassador finally had a conversation with them about this fifth and sixth floor, they now went to get a new elevator to replace that one. So they got this one that will go right up to the sixth floor.
So the first one was for 4 floors.
Yes.
This one is for 6
For
floors.
6 floors.
Okay.
That's the
But
elevation.
it hadn't been installed, is it?
No, it hadn't been installed because they are still building the elevator shaft.
Okay. And that's the one we saw yesterday on the
The elevator shaft is actually done, but then we had an issue with the members. But that's the problem with the testimony.
All right.
Is there anything here else you want to show the court?
No,
Anything?
no.
That looks like a glass panel.
Yes, if you take a look here, you see this one? This one is what I wrote about the water coming to the building. And that's why we have all of this now looking damage. But then this has been the worst thing because this building has been going for like 2 years now or more. So we up to this time, it doesn't like this. I have a video of this when it happened initially. I have that video, which I will play in court. I also have a video of the old building before the demolition. I also have that. That will also come up in my testimony in court. I also have a video of the building when it was done without any defect, any problem coming to the building. I have that too.
Okay. That's good. So we've got that.
It's a crucial
Session to
because
crucial because we have 2 PROs. We have the PRO for ACC and the PRO for standard. And the PRO
please come. Class, we are very crucial. We are going to have a security door here. So that
This one.
yes, yeah. So members of the public will not access the offices.
Okay.
Right. Because for us, there and here, and then somebody sitting there would have the buttons to give access. Yes, to allow access.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
The car's going to go small.
So this is going to be so that when you come with the passport, you don't really have to go to the building, you just come to the passport. If you don't passport, if you come to visit passport, the process before you arrive there. You have to do the reception.
This security room that. We can tell this man let's take over this prosecution.
This this was going to be, I think, one of the toilets because when I came, they had only one toilet in the floor. So I thought you need a toilet for handicaps, and then you need one because for everything we are doing, I came with this idea that you must be provision for handicaps. So a handicap can actually build it and also be comfortable in the building. So this was going to be a place for the handicap and handicap toilet. That's the elevator shaft. In which they actually ended up having all of this damage to the building.
So that lift there will come in here.
So they're coming here. And we still have the, in fact,
So that is what you call the elevator shaft. That's where the lift will go.
this area the lift to go, and this is one area that the members are concerned about, and that they resulted into the lawsuit.
Okay.
Because they felt that this was affecting their own building, which was not true. Because when the sector engineers came in, that's another thing that was also being in court. I have documents to be checked.
Okay.
What about this thing?
This was going to be another toilet.
Another toilet in here. Okay.
And what I also asked them is to have a urinal here because there was no permission for any urinal. So I said to them, when somebody comes to use the restroom, if you have only the toilet seat there, there's a possibility that somebody will come and misuse it by urinating, and then the next person comes in and they find it difficult to use. So I said there must be a urinal.
So that's
These pipes are for the sixth floor. Yeah, this is for the sixth floor. They even have some upstairs up the sixth floor. They listen them up.
Hey, just a second.
Already.
You know, say for subscribe
This one
now
was
free.
put in for the sixth
Plenty
floor
people
for
already watch
installation.
here. They know they subscribe because someone feel say for subscribe, they need for pay money. If you not be known for no say for subscribe now free. But why for subscribe? If for subscribe for three main reasons. Number one, you go be the first person we go know whenever we come on live. Number two, you go be the first person we go know whenever we upload new video. And number three, you go be the first person for comments, like or share. And the last one for support we, so we go bring kind of content here regularly to you. So you see how it beneficial to you. So if you don't subscribe it, what you do it? I for subscribe to TPP Leo now. And before I forget, not forget for click the notification bell so you go get all the notification. Bam.
They put up to the office. You leave them here. And then you can run your food here. You can do whatever you want to do.
Okay,
The
kitchen.
only thing that will allow us is to run your property, because I also need permission for that.
There are still on the floor.
These materials are going to go up to do the so be part of the materials for the wall, no, for the floor, for the floor, for the so then they have the final over it. Yeah, but the sixth floor was already up there. So like balance material.
How about the steel on the floor?
This was for the sixth floor. It has only a little installation. No, this was going to be like a room for electrical panels and all of that.
I don't think looking for this.
Where's the slider?
He has already here.
This was going to be storage for chairs because we are talking about folding chairs. So when we have like a reception, we can remove the table and chairs. I came up with all of these guests that we need a storage. That is going to have, because the higher the phone here in your very bedroom. So the idea was that if you have a phone like this, you don't need to go and pay for storage. We actually put yeah, if one to because we have one there, so
You need to unmute. Cash, you need to unmute, please.
These are very expensive materials.
no, they are not. It's 10 pounds for one. There are also made provision at the back.
Cash, please check your screen and unmute.
Close to the 100 years.
Like, this is the new building. It's a new building. They demolished. You will see the full structure when I make the video.
Yeah, but there are things here for the job on this other side.
What are the steel that are fabricated? Materials. These are materials that are fabricated for the different floor. This is something that they are going to use for the interior of the different floor. But they have to do all of them here.
Okay, not everything is here.
Not everything is there.
Okay, warehousing.
They have them.
Okay, we'll have a part of the investigation, 14 months of investigation.
You said it's been investigation.
So that's it. This is your last job there. You will be taking over prosecution.
That's They don't you know the
Even this pro is a lot of money in the
and now by I think one thing I can see the damage for this one, so now you can see that. What it did was, because these ones are all wooden, this is not activity. Okay. So they said to me, look, we are going to give you a brand new building. We want to make sure that you get value for money. So they replaced all these wood. Because they said the wood, the time, even if they have any people that last more than 100 days, but these ones are better, that they are now modern. And so these are, and then even the reason that everything will change. They remove all the wiring, everything will change. When I came, the building, I don't think they are when I came, when I came in, when I came, the people have not jumped on this point. We are still on this point and cars. We are still on this when I came. But then when I came, what happened was, because observations, even without anybody telling me, I made a lot of observations there. And at the time, there was also an advantage for me because the contractor had an issue with the first subcontractor who was on the job because of lack of payment over 9 months period. And he took him to court. So in the process of telling him, I came here and I said to him, you can't really give us the floor like this like before. You have to give us, you have to use this floor a little higher. So they had to remove the old flooring. Then what they did now was to lift this up higher. That's why when you're down there, you see that it's a little high. So this one was actually lifted up, and then now they changed all the materials, the wooden material that were there. All now we have here is the wood that is here is the plywood. This is not the final. And according to them, they are going to have the final wood. So that you come over this and then you put the rocks over there. This one. Yeah. Everything here is stone. The door is there
The
already.
steel frames are also, from what I can see.
The door is in already. And of course, also a steel. Everything is a steel. Nothing is built on the wall. But the wall is not built according to the fact. He said it's not a good wall. This is like the and this was where they used as a office when we were here.
That's the contract.
The contractor. This is how we used to do with the ambassador and the minister when they come. We have series of meetings with ministers and ambassadors in this room.
So what you going to do? Can see for this room? No, not owners. As you do it. So we're talking about Nigerian space. Just wait. We can also say the lights.
So when it comes to this thing, it's not so big. So that's one thing. You have to make some funds for permission. So you can call it. They've done everything here, just only for them to. This is also going to be another problem. And there was something that's very correct on this floor actually. And insisted that there must be on everything. This door, they have the door in already. Doors are here already. And this was going to be some kind of a small kitchen. I also insisted that if you want to have a small kitchen, so if I want to drink coffee, I don't have to move from this floor to the next floor. Or if in the future Salem wishes to buy another building and to rent this entire structure, we can rent by floor. We can rent by floor. So you have a small kitchen here where you can fix your coffee and your tea or hot leather.
Just like we are paying over $100,000 for where we are. So this one alone can fetch us over 100,000. Just
this floor. Now this was going to be
I want them to cross-examine it.
It looked like a finished product. It was like a finished product. Everything was here was like complete. That door you see there is a glass door. The idea was exit. No, that's the exit, but it's a glass door. The door is glass already. The system blocking. The lamp is green. Now it's still around here. I don't like that. For the head of council. This is going to be the top level of council. Okay. Now that was going to be the area for the eating activities. This meeting never has the same calculus. There's going to be the first time. You don't have an indicator. It's going to be the first time. So you have to pass this before you can access it. This is going to be the second area. This is going to be for the safety. Now, as I speak, the head of council for the head of council. As I speak, my colleague with the rules because HSC here knows that the head of council doesn't have a secretary. And that's also something that I was saying.
So this is the office for the secretary.
Because then we are talking about space and all of that. Because if you have a secretary as head of council, then you have time to go that instead of this particular job.
Okay, what about here?
This was going to be the room that we are going to put the printer. It's going to be the printing room. So nobody outside can get access to our document. This concept is also that I talked out here. So when I came, this is a one room. So I said no. Separate the two rooms. With the head of the house more, let the accountant have a separate room. Account documents.
So that's the accountant's room over here on that side.
No, maybe are here.
There, on the right.
They're on the right.
How about the one on the left?
What about these?
Those are restored. They really have more of those for installation. They have them. Those are restored for heating and cooling system. The central heating and cooling system. They restore them.
These are for the windows. Wow.
No, this is for the window. That's the way I'm for the window. This place was almost completed. Yeah, almost completed. They run a test of that thing. They run a test of
Okay, now load the Patriot. Lead us to the other side now. Now load the Patriot. Let's go.
Is that how we should be calling?
No, Mr. Commissioner, are you with us? We are going to the other floor. This one.
yeah, and the same thing. When the building was exposed to the when they couldn't access the building during that COVID time, when we came initially, the government was not as serious as the wall. Yeah, that's what I said. Now these walls, as you can see them, they are all insulated. They are all insulated. Every wall here is insulated. We emphasize on that. Because we didn't want them to do anything which was so the architecture was informed before it was more or less looking at me in terms of coming to take it through the building and making sure that everything was right. Even with the door, how the doors could open.
So there was an architect that carried out inspection. Is that what you say?
They hired the contractor hired the
Architect.
Yeah. But then you took the action to make sure that this has to us. And then when once he gives us a decision, we make payment, then when the job is done, on that decision, we now come to the steps. The architect make sure to make sure that what was paid for is what has been done. And then we pay 90%. This doesn't look like 90%. For the ordinary public, what do you call this? 90% payment is this one. Okay, Mr. Commissioner.
Let's go.
Talking about that.
They're all insulated.
Now, talking about that, money for completion of here, all of this floor, right down, is in the contract.
It's with you.
For complete,
You must pay and he's received.
we don't owe him anything for this floor.
So the man says Ebola has eaten the money. We have to go and go. It's the person who made the payment to him that you make full payment to a man who now says Ebola.
The commissioner will produce that money. He knows where it is.
Commissioner will produce it. So now the commissioner will just pay it here because this is the but for the ordinary public, this insulation, let them understand.
And I want to go and find friend Mr. Sanders.
So now he's my friend.
Sanders is a good man.
Hey, just a second. You know, say for subscribe na free. Plenty people who they watch here, they know they subscribe because someone feel say for subscribe, they need for pay money. If you not be known for no say for subscribe na free. But why for subscribe? If for subscribe for three main reasons. Number one, you go be the first person we go know whenever we come on live. Number two, you go be the first person we go know whenever we upload new video. And number three, you go be the first person for comments, like or share. And the last one for support we, so we go bring kind of content here regularly to you. So you see how it beneficial to you. So if you don't subscribe it, what you do it? I for subscribe to TPP Leo now. And before I forget, not forget for click the notification bell so you go get all the notification. Bam.
Basement also do the foundation, to put most in the foundation.
And this is the standard.
This is actually from
Sanders is not even a qualified engineer. Mr. Lalo, are those block work newly done?
yes, so nice. Those blocks, yes. That is the shaft. The elevator shaft.
Sanders, it's out there. And he was and New York was being paid 40,000.
supervises.
This guy is crucifying Sanders. There's a light. We need light.
Class. They need like to.
For start, because there was this idea that one day someone will have more staff, especially to go to Spanish Council, or decide to have more staff as most nations do have. So this was supposed to be another room for staff. Because if you go to the current nation of where we are, the space that the entire that the support staff are occupying, you can. My lord, I don't want to comment on that. I will do that when we get to court. Because that's why I was really heart-rending. The kind of money that we are paying over there. One was one of the reasons why I really, really wanted this place to be finished and move out of there and come in instead of wasting that money. You know, my lord, listen, let's not give his loss. My lord, let's allow his loss to come. Like I said to you, you know, what we are paying at the house right now is about 153 million. Is that we are paying? Let's talk about this is another story. I mean, like I said to you before, I make sure that so everything. This one will tell it. This is the prosecution. Come and see what Sanders work for us and call him a criminal. You look at it. Sanders is easy, right? Now they wanted to have only one toilet here. Careful, this came and I said to them, we have two ambassadors. It is likely that we have a female and male ambassador. We wouldn't like to see or to have a situation where you have a male and female ambassador using the same restroom. This is New York. So we have to this was because for them to do this thing and to start to qualify moving, it was difficult. This was going to be small kitchen to make sure that this was going to be the library. There was no space. They didn't make any permission for library. They were just not having like an open space for us to stand up. What about this? That should be electrical panel. There is something that he did for us, which is telling you to stop us, which was like this one for the cable and the security camera. He said this one, the guy came to charge us $50,000 and don't have money for that. So we didn't want it. He said, if you don't want $50,000? Yes. So he said, if you don't want it, I will do it for you. So he had this installed by the contractor. So he did it for free. He did it for free. He said, at his own expense. What about the door there? This was going to be the library. The door to the library? No, yeah, this is the library. This door is one of the doors that we are looking for. I don't know. This was the room for the secretary to the two deputies. Yeah. This was one room. I separated them.
How about this?
This is for the 6th floor. It's for the glass curtain. Now, if you go up, you see the glass there. This is for the glass curtain. They have more materials up on the top floor.
And then the other office from that side.
This is for the deputy one. There is legal.
I see. Okay.
What is about those?
It's up to
this point.
Are we there?
Right, just one. Let's just one. We have one. materials being stored elsewhere. There's not been any evidence of these materials in where they are stored. Do you know where they are stored?
I don't know. There was a time when it came up in one of our meetings about where the materials are stored, and they already took us there. Again,
But never took you there.
no, we never went there. But what happened was that each time materials were needed here for the job, there was not a single time that they had to wait for materials. Each time those materials are needed, they are always.
So you don't have an inventory or anything like that of materials stored off-site?
No, we don't have that.
You don't have that. Okay. I just wanted to be clear about that.
My lord, sir, just for your own protection. Give it to the ACC, ACC, no, man. No. Sahi, you are being us proud. You can't need to help us. Right.
Another. Yes, hello.
Come on, study. Right. Mr. Nalo, 1 second, yeah? This bit here, this one too. Like here, this bit. This bit here.
This one? This one was still under construction. They are going to do the same drywalls.
Okay.
They are going to fix the same drywalls here, and then to insulate them. But this was like the floor that was under construction, as well as we are working simultaneously on this, and then trying to install the steel for the pitch to go.
Okay.
And then the steel.
All right. Let's continue. And when is those hard comes for? Oh, where did those hard come from? They seem to have been holding before you.
The man say Ebola no even. How go we say Ebola go no?
Okay, so this, my lord, come first. These materials are meant for the 6th and 6th floor. This one here and the one right.
That's a glass.
Yes, that's glass. And then of course you have that door frame there, right? And then right behind of the glass here is another material for the 6th and 6th floor.
Okay. And these were all fixed during your time. Yeah.
Yes, they're all fixed in my time. It was my time that this work came to be hot because of COVID in the first instance, and then after the COVID.
Yeah, so Famule, now so the inspection, the final inspection of the Chancery building in New York end, and Fisher and the team and the entire people were involved with the government of Salon pay for, including Samura and team, where they are Samura and team refused to take any payment or any support from the government, according to the press release we get. But so all of the people who were involved and they return back now return. I think will be on the 1st of April. We are in then we'll find a date where then we'll pass judgment on this much awaited case, because each and every Sierra Leoneans and they want to know the outcome of this case. So they wait. And hopefully once the broadcaster live, we then give the opportunity again for broadcaster live with a count for Nabat for Leona to get the opportunity for seeing what's going to happen. You know, we tell God thank you for the technology. Things they are they pass and tell we by word of mouth, people away witness. But now because of the advancement of the technology and internet facility, at least, even though the broadcasting, the sound quality is very, very poor, but at least we get an understanding of what things they go on behind the scene, the building itself. So we want on a plenty, plenty thank you, and we also continue. We know we have for action and for learn subscribe and help me share the platform, so the platform will grow. If it's for now, there are more voices there. Let more voices there, because the platform grow. Now we all long go together as Sierra Leoneans there, and this platform specifically for we all as Sierra Leoneans there. Now my own platform, now get right for promoter, and this now for all Sierra Leoneans there, whether it be APC, SLPP, NGC, C4C, this now for Salon. We want level country go before that I make this sacrifice, we want to contribute. Regardless of who we do, we believe say we get the power, we get the potential to contribute to the governance structure or the governance process in the country. So we go come in the next probably 1 hour. In the next 1 hour, we go. In the next 1 hour, we go count for now the press conference where ACC do that 1 year ago. We did try for work on now. We did count on see, join the beats, see waiting Africanist press put how it contradicts. Say we get a fair knowledge. Yesterday we be count waiting Africanist press put. You say get a chance for can list in the government account. We never understand me. What me never understand for this old business. Africanist press. They say now $4.6 million now in the transfer for this project from 2018 to 2020. Africanist press. And would that be there governance? And would that still be in governance? Now the BO administration, where the foreign minister was Ali Kaba. But however, Dr.Samura Kamara also admits in one of the interview where he do, where he say he aware about money being transferred. I think that's $2 million. So which means this project, he get they spend the money boko is if account what Dr. Samura be say and what Africanist press release aggregately something would talk about $6 to $7 million. Can you imagine? Well, enough for buy a horse in America now. Enough. I'm telling you, enough. So I mean, we don't even understand how the game they play over the team. But the thing will make people in doubt, not to say that the justice people are not like. For me, it not just makes sense for let we protect politicians there, regardless of whether APC or SLPP. But the point is, when make Sierra Leonean in doubt about the credibility of this investigation, there are people that were involved also during the Bureau regime where they completely omit. Now, if they ask people, if they count all them people, Ali Kabana one, let's see some of the names in bar where somebody be sent for me, where I get, let's see. I don't know if I'm able to read the names in the, were involved also, where people and they expect at least them for answer to. All right, yeah. So these are some of the names. I think that the wrong one. I want to count some of the names that were involved where people and they ask at least these are SLPP people where they say they are aware about this particular money where African Express to be investigate before even the ACC they come up with the investigation. Let's see. I think I read the. But anyway, until we then in the next segment, I'll probably get the names of those people were involved. Okay, yes, I think I don't see her very well. So the point is, people and they say Why do not include people like Ali Kaba, Saidu Nalo, Adikali Fodesuma, Julie Sanders, and Fodesuma, Julie Sanders, Davis, American contractor, and other involved in the case. All right, these are the names. I'll not be angry. I'll be angry at the correct names here. So that's the point. What people may say, if this therefore be something way now for states, for the country, for transparency, for accountability, for the people's money, for all people account for do the investigation properly without favor or bias, all of those people will get linkages, will involved, must be brought to justice, must be brought to book. They're not going to just look at certain people because of their political strength, they put pressure on them. Because by the entire thing is like the government just focus on one person, where from what you understand, you know, even be again Minister of Foreign Affairs from 2018, where Africanist press where them discover this. Because the Africanist press make we know this. Not to say that the government of Sierra Leone know that the Africanist press. Now where it seems they don't come explode now, social media, ACC pick up this case, just like Motherland City, where Dr. Lahai exposed the criminal racketeer in Nigeria, man will get past 3 passports, where they travel jeep or hold on jeep Sierra Leoneans, where they give President Julius Bio fake award, where later now ACC put press release, they say then the surveillance the guy for 1 month. When the surveillance the guy for 1 month, when I send the guy in launching the ACC, they call Sierra Leoneans for do business with a criminal, a known criminal. And then it's just mockery of the old fight against corruption. It's so funny. So fam, we go tap here. We go come back today. I think probably we'll come by 6 o'clock. We'll come early and we can get some interesting news. We'll get some fact information we don't send to read currently. Very interesting. So I don't miss that program day. And finally, we continue to share the platform on our Airplay platform go. Until then, on a bye.
Country slow, we want for no. Why not they grow? Yeah, hey, bo, we want for no. We want for no. Waiting make we country they go slow. Waiting making all they grow. Yes, so I can for sure. Yes, I can for sure them thing them way they make we know they grow. Then now we they die from. If I they try for go before, I beg bo. Do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so if I try for go before, I beg bo. Do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so before they do them thing now we go make we gladdy, thing now we go make we happy, thing now we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in unity. Yes, so before they do them thing now we go make we gladdy, thing now we go make we happy, thing now we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in harmony. Yes, so don't we for do them thing now we go make we smarter, thing now we go make we stronger, thing now we go make we nation last much longer. So we life them go better. Yes, so But we for left them thing there. Thing them we go make we scatter. Thing them we go bring palava. Thing them we go make we nation well Panambara. Make we people scatter.
This kind of thing you talk about. I like them.
Thing them like half a flavor plaba. Political party wahala. Thing them we go make we agba. Them put we country pan yakba. Sing along say hey, hey bongo. We want for no. Waiting make we country they go slow. Waiting making all they grow. Yes so oh I can for sure. Yes I can for sure them thing them way they make we know they grow. Say now we did that yes so make we show them thing them